Dr. Cornell West and Nina Turner at 12 noon. Here they come, y'all. Here they come. Here they come, y'all. Here they come.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way.
The Jesse Jackson Jr. Show at 1 p.m. The D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show at 2 p.m. A More Perfect Union with Dr. Nee Quarterly Quartet at 4 p.m. Here they come, y'all. Here they come. Here they come, y'all. Here they come.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Tune in weekdays from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for the talk of the town. Only on KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about. Here they come, y'all. Here they come.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this is gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
I want to introduce real quick what the love language.
Yeah, do that,
is.
Lloyd.
Yeah, while you die over here. so the 5 love languages was a book put out by a guy named Gary Chapman. He was a counselor. Okay, 1992. So quite some time ago, and he had a theory that each person had a. Well, okay, I'm not gonna call it a theory. He had an idea, all right, that each person had a primary and a secondary love language. Those languages, or those love languages, okay, to quote it, all right, were words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. And so he had an idea that people express love one of these 5 ways, and that the key to relationship success was that you have to match, have a partner match and understand their love language, their primary and their secondary. Now, here's the thing. There's no evidence to support this. Nobody challenged it. There's no until 2017, nobody put this to a clinical test at all, or any kind of research. They just assumed that sounds like a great idea. And the reason, of course, it sounds like a great idea, to get right down to it, is because it sets up a transactional sex dynamic, which is what most people in the blue-pilled world will call it, are used to.
Before we dive too deep into your sermon, let's take the quiz so we can get some frame around what it is that this is all about. I've plopped it up here. So we've got couples quiz. They actually have a children's quiz, teens quiz. So I guess singles quiz is the one that I'll take as it's most relevant. Let's get started. I am a male, 45 plus. We're in the United States, let's say. I have not read the damn book. It is more meaningful to me when someone I love sends me a loving note, text, email for no special reason. I hug someone I love.
Okay, this is going to make me mad. I wanted him to finish, but this is going to make me mad. Listen, I'm ready to leave planet Earth. I really am. I be seeing people pass, and I be like, that's such a good person. They should stay. Take me. I have to be honest. We live in a world that is so greedy. The more technologically advanced we get, the more spiritually impoverished we become. You remember the old church folks say, come to the altar and tarry. Relationship is the altar in which you tarry. Relationship is the university of you. You think you're supposed to tap into the divine part of you without any effort. Technology has made you spiritually lazy. Do you understand? You attract the mirror of your wound so that you can do the work. It's only there for you to recognize, oh, wow, this person triggers me this way. This is how I show up. Why do I show up this way? Where did I learn to show up like this? Do you see? So when a philosopher like Krishnamurti says love is a mirror or relationship is a mirror, right? People say, oh, that's deep. You know, you get who you are. Hey, yeah, I've been saying it for a long time, right? I've been saying it for 20 years. I've been talking about Krishnamurti for over 25 years. And now all of a sudden everybody's talking about it, but they're not linking it all up together. Psychologically speaking, insecure attachment styles and secure attachment styles are attracted to each other. Dismissive avoidance tends to attract anxious, preoccupied. Fearful avoidance tend to attract anxious, preoccupied. And they all attract secure attachment. So is that not a psychological framework for Krishnamurti's philosophy of relationship being a mirror? And if you don't like that, go to Earth, Wind, and Fire. You will find other kinds who have been in search of you. 1974. Fantasy. I'm just saying, line it all up. Relationship is a mirror in which one discovers themselves. What are you discovering yourself for if you didn't have the damn answer for yourself? So when I come back and say, guess what? Your partner has always been the question. You have always been the answer. But because the answer hurts, you suppress and repress the answer. Right? You've made your partner the performative provider. I know you don't want to hear it that way. Oh, I love them so much for the way they show up. They done showed up for me in so many different ways, and they made me feel love. No, you're supposed to make you feel love. You're supposed to discover that unconditional love lives within you. Why? Because there's no demarcation between you and God. Well, what God got to do with it? Listen, if we understand that quantum mechanics is the most successful form of science we've ever come in contact with. You don't have your cell phone without quantum mechanics. You don't. And the physicists are now saying, well, you know what? The universe was divine or finely tuned, and it asked the question, and I know scientists don't like this question, who fine-tuned the universe? Because it had to be intelligent. It's too precise to be accidental. That's what scientists are saying. Fine-tuned. I say divinely tuned. Right? Okay, cool. You don't want to go there. All right. You're not putting all the pieces together. Your relationships are divinely tuned. You have an insecure attachment style, you attract one. Or you attract a secure attachment style to mirror back to you what secure looks like. And to bring to your attention that you're insecurely attached. Come on! Don't just say, yeah, you get who you are without going into detail as to how. Do you understand? The paradox of love languages surface predominantly in relationships marred by narcissistic traits. Wait a minute, stop. Romney is telling us, Dr. Romney is telling us 1 in 6 people are narcissistic. And I don't mean 1 in 6 people are narcissists. And she said the number could raise. Now, come back. Everybody has narcissistic traits. Narcissistic traits come from narcissistic parents or emotionally unavailable parents or abusive parents. Right? Are you peeping? In other words, works in progress. Works in progress create damaged kids. But I don't like using the term damaged. I'll say challenged. Challenged with a heavier curriculum. Now, you got this heavy curriculum, spiritual, psychological curriculum on your shoulders, and you want unconditional love, but you won't cultivate it within yourself by loving on the wounds that were created by the work in progress that raised you. Come on. Come on, man. While these languages can facilitate healing by fostering connection and understanding, they can also exacerbate toxic dynamics. Narcissistic individuals may weaponize love languages, using them to maintain control over their partners. This manipulation, often masked as underlining vulnerability. Look at that, faking vulnerability, faux empathy, faux fanity, man, faux empathy, right? Right? Cognitive empathy is the classical term there. Cognitive empathy, creating a relational dynamic where love becomes conditional, contingent upon the partner's compliance with the narcissist's needs. Do you see? Thus, we confront the challenge of determining whether love languages ultimately serve as vehicles for healing or an instrument of harm. The societal expectation, the societal acceptance of insecure attachment styles as a standard in modern love poses a profound dilemma. The cultural narrative surrounding love frequently romanticized the struggles associated with anxious or avoidant attachments, framing them as integral to real love. This normalization risks perpetual patterns of insecurity that hinder genuine emotional connection. Are we therefore romanticizing insecurity and calling it love? By exploring this notion, we arrive at an understanding that attachment styles significantly influence relational expectations and experiences. Are you listening? You want a real relationship? Have one with yourself. You want to nurture another person before you nurture your damn self. How foolish is that? You've been taught in reverse. You gotta love you. And you can't love you if you don't accept you. Sitting there high and mighty because you're getting what you want. But if you got what you want through manipulation, you're a user. And karma is going to hit you with the boomerang at some point. Are y'all ready for tonight's work? Huh? A rigid adherence to specific love languages can create emotional blind spots, particularly for those whose attachment styles predispose them to insecurity. Individuals may condition themselves to perceive love through a narrow lens, limiting their capacity to experience authentic emotional connections. This conditioning not only stifles the natural ebb and flow of relational dynamics, but also fosters an environment where individuals feel compelled to meet predefined expectations rather than explore the multifaceted nature of love. Unconditional is multifaceted. I'm not going to love on your wound better than you can. I'm not going to attend to your wound better than you can. If you spent more time with your wound, you'd have less expectations of me. Uh-oh. Who am I talking to tonight? 1-800-920-1580. Who am I speaking to tonight? Right? Here, we must ask, do love languages constrain our emotional experiences? I want to get to the phone lines. Let's get back to Willie from Philly, where it's chilly. Talk to me, Willie.
Man, you talking to me.
Am I?
That's who you talking to. Yes, you are.
All right, talk to me. How am I talking to you, brother?
In so many ways, because I expect my wife to do what my mom didn't do for me.
Come on.
And she don't even know that.
She probably does. She probably does. If she your wife, she probably know that by now.
Yeah, but she had a mom that was she come from a stable home. I just realized I'm not that stable. I even recognize it. I say this. I couldn't even be with my son's mom because it was too stable.
That's not your norm. I hear you. Keep speaking, brother. I hear you.
And because I didn't see my mom be stable, and I didn't see my dad be stable. When they got settled, that's when they both grabbed me. When my dad got with his wife, he grabbed me. When my mom got with her husband, she grabbed me back. So, but the rest of my 6 siblings, they stable with their mom and dad, but I'm in between. So now, as I'm older now, I see my wife with her sons, her biological sons, and I don't understand what's going on. Even the tenderness that I see, I'm like, Dad, they tender. I'm like, it's a tender raising they had. I had a rough raising. Been abused, been blamed for everything. But I'm questioning, like, how come my sisters and brothers ain't experiencing what I'm experiencing? You know, now I have a son. I found his mom is just like my mom. And he experienced the same thing I experienced. And I'm like, I damaged him. Because I had him with broken wounds. And didn't recognize, like, you know, because I had him at a young age. With no counseling and no therapy. Broken. And then as I have him, my mom treated him better than she ever treated me. And I'm confused, like, how did you do that to him, but you was never like that with me? Then, you know, my dad treated my brothers and sisters better than he treated me. I'm confused. Like, I have no identity. I can't identify where I belong at between my mom and dad, but my dad is gone now, but now with my mom. My mom was never, I don't even know how to look for a proper wife or a proper lady because my mom didn't show me that.
Man. Listen, brother, let me just say, I got to stop you real quick. And let me just say, man, I'm going to say this as your brother. I'm going to say this as your uncle. I'm going to say this as your cousin. I'm going to say this as your family, man. I love you. This is a loving space for you to be able to speak such truth to power. Okay? And I know what you've been through, difficult, lonely, right? Desirous of having what other people have. But I'm here to tell you, brother, I'm here to tell you everything you've ever wanted from other people is indeed within yourself. And I know that's a hard thing to say and to hear because nobody ever told us that. Nobody ever
I'm afraid
told
to be
us.
by myself. Yo.
I know you
I'm
are.
afraid to be by myself.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. But you fail to realize, even in this moment, even right now, Willie, you could be your biggest advocate, your biggest asset. You could be if you would change how you view yourself. But it's hard to change how you view yourself if the people who loved you and raised you made you feel invisible, unseen, unheard, unvalued. I hear it in you, man. But I'm trying to tell you, that's a perspective. And a perspective, any perspective, is always subject to the perceiver. Do you see?
I'm listening.
You can change that, brother. The fact that you're here tonight, the fact that you're talking to me right now, the fact that you're sharing it. First off, do you understand how much courage it takes to even get on the phone and share what you just shared? Do you understand that?
I'm listening.
Courage is a high level of consciousness because it thwarts illusion, which is rooted in fear. You said, you know what? Damn that. I'm calling Zoe. I'm finna talk to Zoe right now. Did you do that?
Yes.
Man, hold tight. When we come for it, I'm going to keep cooking.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Somebody bring out the confetti, baby!
Starting Monday, January 6th, KBLA Talk 1580 has a new midday lineup.
I'm excited.
Are you ready for Tavis Smiley, Dr. Cornell West, Jesse Jackson Jr., D.L. Hughley, and E. Quarterly Corte back-to-back?
Oh, my God.
Are you really ready for all this smoke?
I'm ready, brother.
Yes, we still have Dominique DePrima in the mornings and Zoe Williams in the evenings, but middays just got lit on KBLA Talk 1580.
We on fire.
All across America, people are talking about our new midday lineup. Starting Monday, January 6th, our KBLA 1580 app downloads are on fire because everybody's going to be tuning in.
Yes, I love you guys. You are the bomb.
Now would be a good time to hit up SMB at KBLA1580.com if you want folks to hear about your business or brand. That's SMB at KBLA1580.com. It's going up in 2025 on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's going up.
That's what I want.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Ever have one of those days where your gut just feels blah?
Ugh, yes.
Occasional bloating or gas could be signs that your gut is out of balance, but Align Probiotic can help. Align 24/7 Digestive Support is a daily use probiotic with a unique strain to help relieve occasional digestive issues. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand. So when you feel the signs, it's time to try Align. Align Probiotic. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Oh yeah, it's another Gangstar short shot. Featuring the one and only Hanley, Roy. Nice and smooth. Hey. A Gangstar has got to be the short shot. Nice and smooth has got to be the short shot. A Gangstar has got to be the short shot. Nice and smooth has got to be the short shot. A Greg Nice, a Greg NLCE, Dominum Basso, we rock for a fee, not for free. Maybe I'll do it for charity. Now my employer or my employee is making Greg NLCE very MAD. Don't ever ever think of jerking me. I work too hard for my royalty. Put lead in your ears and drink a cup of tea. Easter Red Alert and Kid Capri. Ooh la la, we. I say Muhammad Ali, you say glass just clay. I say butter, you say parquet. It's alright if you wanna make a sway. On my way uptown, took the deuce to the trade. I originate, they duplicate. I praise the Lord and keep the faith. It's alright, keep biting at the bait. 92, 1 year later. Peace out, Premier, take me out with the fader.
often hear couples I coach talking about their love languages with tone of resentment towards their spouse. Join me as I share with you what about love languages doesn't work. Hey, I'm Julia Woods, couples coach, trainer, and founder of Beautiful Outcome, a coaching company committed to help couples communicate their way to thriving lifetime marriages. I know that ultimately couples long for connection. And at the end of this quick lesson, I'll be sharing a free gift I have to help you do that. Today, we're going to take a look at what works and what doesn't about Gary Chapman's 5 love languages. When my husband proposed to me, the very first book we decided to read was Gary Chapman's 5 love languages. It was very eye-opening for us. We learned that the 5 love languages are acts of service, physical touch, quality time, gift giving, and words of affirmation. When we read that book, we thought we were headed for a thriving lifetime marriage because we knew how to really help each other feel loved. And as long as each other felt loved, we thought we were headed for marriage bliss. My love language is quality time, and Jeff's love language is words of affirmation. Now, what worked about that was the discovery. Now, interestingly enough, in the 32 years we've been married, our love languages have actually changed. So those are not currently our love languages, but they were when we first started our relationship. And that was super helpful. I didn't really know how to speak words of affirmation very well. And Jeff didn't know how to offer quality time. Those were not love languages that we were used to, which is a part of what attracted us to each other. So the discovery of what Gary Chapman invited us into was hugely helpful and eye-opening for us. Now, what didn't work was when we would use it like weapons. Like, you should communicate my love language, or you don't express my love language, or I'm doing it all the time. I'm speaking yours all the time, and you're not speaking mine. This doesn't work. When you use the information of the love languages like weapons, where you should on your spouse, or you help tell them consistently in a negative way what they're supposed to be doing in order to love you, that's not going to work. And as a couples coach, I see this all the time. I've even heard spouses use it as one of the top 3 reasons that they've decided to leave a marriage, because their spouse just doesn't express their love language. Now, I believe that when Gary wrote this book, he was simply creating an invitation for us to better understand our spouse. However, if we're not really interested or committed to developing our ability to understand our spouse, we can easily take tools like this and use them to try and control and manipulate our spouse.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know from BIN News. Former President Jimmy Carter's state funeral is set for January 9th at Washington National Cathedral, with a national day of mourning declared. Public events will follow in Atlanta with a private burial in Plains, Georgia. Wall Street is closing lower with stocks trimming some losses in light trading. It's been a banner year for markets, but hopes for a Santa Claus rally faded with Monday's sell-off. Trading on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange paused for 1 minute this morning in honor of the passing of former President Jimmy Carter. James Gray, former Alton, Illinois NAACP president and civil rights leader, passed away at 90. Known for promoting equality and youth programs, he was honored with James Gray Parkway in 2023. And former Presidents Obama and Clinton honored Jimmy Carter. Obama praised his life of grace, justice, and service, recalling his Sunday school teachings. Clinton called Carter a selfless servant and noted his early support for Carter's 1976 campaign. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 at BINnews.com.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
Following the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
When we moved to the States, I kind of had no cultural identity. Smoking was sort of synonymous with being cool. That is just not a life I want to show my daughter. I don't want her to be controlled the way that I was, but she's not interested. She doesn't associate smoking with being cool.
Californians are beating big tobacco. You can too. For free support, text Kick Nicotine to 66819 today.
If we're the ones disproportionately impacted by these climate catastrophes,
Why should we be silent?
turning up the volume all year long on the climate conversation with KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I love spreading joy with gifts this time of year, but I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used a 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles, offers end December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. The Live Your Life organization mentors young women, helping them break negative mindsets and see beyond their surroundings. Through career exposure and hands-on training, they're encouraged to think big, stay focused, and make positive choices. Founded by Nikisha Mama Boo Smith, who transformed her life to become a community leader. Live Your Life is changing lives, but they need your help. They're raising funds to keep their new building open and expand their programs. Your donations will support food, clothes, hygiene products, and holiday giveaways. Visit liveyourlife32.com. That's LIVEYOLIFE32.com to help today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Sure you know what's up. Hey, I am D.L. Hughley, host of the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show, heard weekdays from 2 to 4 exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580. I promise to make you think a little, but laugh a whole lot more. So tune in to the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show, 2 to 4, only on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Walk a fine
fine chalk line and put the needle to the grind. Representing one kind, see an eye for the blind. Witness what I carry on bears a further purpose. From how we do slam a few, then you wanna purchase a dialogue of funk. You love to pop it in your trunk. I win more discipline than a Shaolin monk. Pete Rock and CL, well set to spark it. The powerful target to destroy the black market. But when you say black, listen, I don't know, you lose me. I guess another beggar can't afford to be choosy. I come to the maximum, artist on the major label. Any duplication of this one is fatal.
Hi, it's Gabrielle, and in this video, I'm going to show you everything wrong with the love languages and what to do instead to make you and your partner feel truly loved. For over 12 years, I've been a licensed professional counselor and relationship expert in private practice, and my practice is grounded in the science of what makes relationships work. Today, I'm going to debunk some myths about the love languages. You'll understand how partners use the love languages as a way of not dealing with their relationship insecurities, and how this can actually push you further apart rather than together. If you like the relationship tips and couples advice that you're learning in these videos, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button right here. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like and share it. And please go to my website, thepowercoupleformula.com, for lots more information on how to build an amazing relationship, and powercoupleseducation.com to stay connected. Okay, if you're like most people, you've heard of the 5 love languages, which are based on Gary Chapman's classic 1992 book. This book has sold over 12 million copies. One relationship expert after another recommends this book, and out of all the books that couples mention to me, this is by far the one that they talk about the most. The basic premise of the book is that there are 5 love languages, or ways in which people express their love for each other. And it's important to know what your love languages are and your partner's. According to Chapman, here are the love languages: quality time, acts of service, physical touch, receiving gifts, and words of affirmation. It's important to note that these love languages were not based on any scientific research whatsoever. It was one person's personal ideas about the ways that people try to express love, but there was no evidence prior to Chapman writing this book that would suggest that these 5 ways are actually the ways that people do this. It was simply his personal opinion that these actions would be effective. According to the love languages theory, the reason the love languages matter is because when partners don't have the same love languages or same principal love language, this can create problems in their relationship. So according to Chapman, your love language is the way that you most like to be loved. And people generally tend to try to express love for their partner the same way that they like to be loved. So for instance, if I like to receive gifts and that makes me feel loved, I will tend to give gifts to my partner if I want to make them feel loved. So let's pretend that you and your partner have an argument. If your partner's love language is receiving gifts, they're likely to buy you a bouquet of flowers as a way of showing you they care. Giving gifts is a big thing for your partner. So even though that might not be the way that you like to feel loved, you're supposed to recognize that that's the...
Man, these folks is coming for Gary, but it's too late. It's already 12 million books in. They coming for Gary. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, Gary. They coming for you, Gary. They said it's not psychologically sound. It's not scientifically backed. The love languages. You know how many people say my love language is this, my love language is that? Just because somebody wrote a book? You know? It's interesting, man. Interesting stuff. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. Let's roll. Willie, I want to get your final thoughts, good brother. Willie from Philly, where it's chilly. What are your final thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend?
Hey, man, my love language, man, is unstable.
No, I'm not going to accept that from you. Because what I'm not going to do is have you empower weakness. Okay? Now, I love you.
I'm listening.
I love you, brother, and I say this out of love. No, your love language is not that. Your love language is all of them. Right? Now watch this.
I'm listening.
Now watch this. Watch what I'm about to do for you. And I just want you to consider what I'm saying here.
I'm listening.
And you heard in all these videos them explaining what the 5 love languages are, right?
Yes.
Right? Words of affirmation. Did you just apply words of affirmation to yourself?
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You said my love language is what?
I said unstable.
All right. Is that a word of affirmation? What are you affirming?
Man, I don't know what I'm affirming now.
It's
I'm
not
so
positive.
confused.
So it is a word of affirmation, but it's negative affirmation. I need you to have positive affirmation for yourself. Negative self-talk is a real thing. Right? And you just said my my love language is what again? Say it one more time. I just need you to hear it.
Unstable.
It's not.
Unstable.
It's not. It has been, but does it have to stay that way?
No, not at all.
So why would you empower something that is disempowering to your spirit? We're going to use the love language. Your love language is all of them. You're going to start having positive words of affirmation for yourself. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
Communicating affection through spoken and written praise, appreciation, encouragement, and frequent I love yous. Is it okay to say that you love yourself?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Well, if that's okay, then why is it okay to say what you said about yourself just a second ago?
Because comparing myself to my siblings.
So let's stop comparing. Can we do that? They have their own journey.
Yes.
You have your journey.
Yes.
Your journey might be heavier because the divine may have a plan for you after you've overcome all of that. Do you see that?
I agree. Even at work, it shows up.
Come on, man. Quality time. Let me just veer off. The NBA is trash right now. The numbers are down. You know why?
Yeah.
There's this little known theory that people are now starting to talk about that's gaining traction. They are saying the NBA lacks trench players from the trenches.
Yeah,
they
I
said
agree.
the NBA is about entitlement kids. Bronny, all these NBA players that are having kids, but their mentality is not that of a killer, somebody who's coming from the trenches. The NFL are getting trench players. Man, if I don't make it to the NFL, my whole family fall. Football is the way out. The NBA used to have players like that. But now NBA players, when they in high school, he going to be a McDonald's All-American, and he going to go in the second round. He going to have a guaranteed contract. And I'm not mad at the nepotism. I'm not mad at any of that. But what I'm saying is, then they get mad when they get the player. You know, there's another player who came out the year my son came out. He went in. No, he came out before my son because he only played 1 year, but they went in together. That's Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons came in 2015 SEC. He was labeled Player of the Year. They was like, this prospect is going to be the Player of the Year. When my son came in, they said, oh, this is the most athletic recruit in the SEC for 2015. Right? That's what they had them both ranked as, right? But when the coaches around the SEC got a chance to see Ben Simmons, they said he's not even trying. Why? Because it's already destined. It's already set up for him to be the number 1 first-round draft pick. He's not a trench guy. He's not from the trenches. It was already set up for him. Now, apply that philosophy to you. You're a trench guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't let the trench define you.
Yeah.
What is a trench by definition?
That a question? Can you tell me?
It's a gouge in the ground. Just say, I'm in the trenches. It's a gouge in the ground. Right?
Yeah.
We're in the trenches. We're in the war. Our men are over here in this trench. Right? We're holding this trench down. We're holding the line.
Yeah.
The trench could be a ladder, brother. You can climb right up out of there. if you found the testicular fortitude to do so. There's a hole in the ground. That's all it is. And you can climb right up out of that hole. Now,
I will do that homework.
Positive. No, listen. Now, we taking love languages and we're applying it to yourself because you're looking for it in your wife, but you need to apply it to your life. You need to apply it to you. So you need positive words of affirmation. You need to spend quality time with yourself where there's some self-healing, some self-soothing, some self-empathy, some self-nurturing. Not, oh, you do it for me because I didn't get it. Do you see the narrative that you've given birth to?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Give yourself a gift. Showing care through thoughtful gifts. Acts of service. Serve yourself sometimes, brother. Demonstrating love by doing things for yourself. And then physical touch. Now, listen, you can have your wife help you with that one. That was a joke.
I got you. I'm listening. I'm just quiet. I'm quiet. I'm processing. Like, all right, Joe. All right, Uncle Joe. I got you.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for reaching out. Number love, 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 love. Let's get these phone calls cracking, man. Listen, when I come forward, I'm going to Lulu from Charlotte, North Carolina. If you want to get on the line, now's the time to do it. We got space to get you in. 1-800-920-1580. Let's go.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
After you use Bounce Dryer Sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on it every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on it. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on it. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer Sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You know you want some more. More. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host. We on fire tonight, the VOR end of the year show. Man, 2024 been crazy. Andy, has it been crazy? It's been bananas all year long, topic after topic after topic. It's been crazy, man. Let's get these callers in here and get their thoughts on tonight's show. Lulu, Charlotte, North Carolina, what are your thoughts tonight? What's your love language? I want to know that.
Hey, Zoe. First, I want to say shout out to Willie. I really appreciated hearing his call, and I'm excited for him to continue seeing the transformation of doing the work because a lot of what he said resonated with me. And, well, as far as my love language, I wrote down part of what I heard because the part of love languages that having that strict thought on it leads to narrow lens and preconditioned expectations. I definitely experienced that when I first learned about love languages. I thought it was something that on a date you talk about, and I say my love languages are words of affirmation and quality time. And then when I didn't experience those love languages from that person, I would feel neglected and blame them for not giving me those things, because if I already told you what my love language was and you don't give that to me, then you must not love me.
Wow. You got to be careful with what you identify with. You enroll in the military of whatever thought you believe to be true, and you got to defend it.
Right.
Yeah.
So years later now, years after therapy, I feel like I have a better balance of it where now my love language is all of them. And I never heard that trust is love, but it's so true. And someone can give you all of those 5 love languages, but you can still not trust.
Ooh.
And that to me is huge now. Trust comes from consistency, right? So all of that now, and now loosely I can say my love language is quality time, but I no longer put expectations on others. You know, I just want to spend time with them because I appreciate them and I love them, but not because I'm expecting them to give me words of affirmation. And if it doesn't happen, if we don't get to see each other, then I don't hold it against them.
Wow.
I don't define how much they love me based off of them being able to give me these things.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Lulu, guess what you just did?
Brought Charlotte in the building.
Charlotte is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, you better do it now. 1-800-920-1580. We got Hustle from Miami, Florida. Hustle, get in here. Make it quick. Hit us upside the dome. Peace.
First, I want to say I appreciate the transparency of the callers tonight.
Yes, brother.
I think perhaps we should call them relationship languages instead of love languages.
Or attachment languages.
They identify different aspects and pillars to what maybe a good relationship could be. I found them to be 2 good tools of communication, though.
Nice, yeah.
Which, communication is key. The key to what? Unlocking the road to understanding, so that's important. Now, I'll leave with this, something my Indian Muslim homeboy, blessed with understanding, that dude.
Yeah.
He said that in his culture, relationships work like this. Imagine a pyramid. You have yourself, the man, the woman at the bottom, 2 points. God is at the top. As you move closer to God, you move closer to each other. I thought that was beautiful.
That is beautiful. Brother, guess what you just did? Hustle, have it!
Dade County.
Dade County in the building, and you already know. Fighting out of the blue corner. Let's get ready to rumble. You already know. Ronan from Indianapolis is in the building. What are your thoughts, my friend?
Hey, what's good, though? Well, I'm gonna be brief. It's like as a dismissive avoidance. I found out I was raised to be the masochistic medic when it comes to relationships.
Oh, God, here we go. The masochistic medic. What does that mean?
Well, the thing is, like, in trying to heal others at the expense of cutting myself or worse.
Eesh. Gosh, okay.
So while my love language often is quality time and physical touch, I have to mend those wounds in order to keep from being the masochistic medic to something more when it comes to reciprocity as far as healing. And that's why I'm going to take it to the new year.
I love that, brother. Guess what you just did?
All right, Indianapolis in the building.
Naptown is in the building. Listen, don't get it twisted, man. Engaging in a dialogue about love languages can potentially catalyze healing for individuals with attachment insecurities, right? In this dialogue, we try to invite vulnerability, right? We try to create a safe space for individuals to express their emotional needs. Now, research indicates that verbalizing feelings can lead to greater emotional regulation and resilience, according to Penn Baker and Chung in 2007. Moreover, discussing love languages fosters mutual understanding, allowing partners to engage in a more empathetic exchange that can help mend past relational traumas. But please understand, like, if you have an insecure attachment style that prevents you from having difficult conversations, i.e. a dismissive avoidance, fear closeness, conflict, and connection, right? That's just them, right? Then you have anxious preoccupied, who wants closeness, who wants connection, and who wants to talk it out even if it's conflictual, right? Again, it's about mastering all of the styles. It's not about picking one style. Sometimes we'll try to pick a style and say, oh, this is my style. No, if you choose one style out of many, you are limited, right? If you want to love deeply and unconditionally, you're going to have to find a way to master the styles that have been discovered. And who knows, in mastering the styles that have been outlined, you may transcend them. This is why unconditional love looks like an illusion, looks like a fairy tale, right? Listen, I appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight, man. I'm the voice of reason, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580. Listen, we start the conversations. It's really up to you to finish them. I hope you enjoyed what we did in 2024, and I look forward to pressing the boundaries and pushing them even further in 2025. We appreciate y'all. Much love. Enjoy the holidays. Happy New Year.
We'll switch it on them on the next block, headed straight to the top. And as long as my skills pay the bills, I'ma never stop. Kicking them hits you love. Pass a dank and a drink for the buzz. It's a ghetto thing, so I bring the ghetto swang. Hooking brothers like the Kane when I do my thing. 5 real G's mobbing on a mission. Check it, it's the funky expedition that we call a little something to ride to.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm